again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, and as the thumbnail says, today for me is a day of recognition, celebration, 10 years without a drink. Holy cows, man, how did that happen to me? What on earth? I'd kind of forgotten about it, but technology's got a way of bringing up memories for us these days. And so Facebook showed me a couple of my old posts. I should have kept them pulled up for us, but the story's in my memories, right? It's in my noggin. And so today, brothers and sisters, today the topic, I'm feeling pretty relaxed. I don't have a ton of notes, but I got a lot of ideas in my heart. The topic today, celebrating change. That's what recovery is about, right? That's what transformation is about. That's what life is about. Celebrating change, recognizing the temporary nature that you are, that life is. It's all just a beautiful, eternally, very brief game. Oh, what a paradox life is, man. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I stopped before Trump got to be president. But man, I used to get so caught up on social media and, thinking I'm so smart and arguing all the time. And then I found, I guess I did that on YouTube too, didn't I? I was remembering texts in Facebook. But here, let's, in the description and what I shared today, in the background, the reminder, who I am now. While I was a wreck, and I'll get into my story a little bit more, but I used to be a wreck of a man. I was so confused. I thought I couldn't get it through a day without a drink of alcohol. And then I proved that was true for myself. I couldn't get through a day without a drink. Divine Spark, blessings to you. Thank you. $1 a year, man. I love it. Thank you very much. 10 years. A decade. It is a decade, man. Time flies. Time flies. So I used to be a wreck of a man and used to pray for death. I've mentioned that before, especially near the end of my drinking. I was so at the end of my rope, right? I couldn't see any way out. I didn't want to continue. And I felt hopeless, angry, lost. And then today, my path is to live with love, praise God with love, and I invite all of you to join me. What I was saying in the description here, I found it to be true, and it makes sense. A greater life, where's that found? It's found in the absence of unhealthy habits. And there are many, 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 many proven methods for people who want to change. For those who can find the willingness to change and learn and grow, there are many proven methods, but they all come down to a few little simple codes, right? Be true. Be true as love is true. Maybe you don't know true love yet. That's how I used to be, especially when I was an alcoholic. I didn't understand love without conditions. I didn't understand acceptance. I understood good and bad. I kept watching myself making bad decisions. Hitting the liquor store after work, right? Knowing that what I had at home wasn't going to be enough to knock me out, so I had to resupply. Or getting up in the morning, the very end, yeah, I was getting up in the morning and to try and avoid the shakes that I would deal with every day, to try and put those off later into the day. I found myself at the end having a couple beers right before I went into work. I was sick and I was trying to self-treat, and I was losing the battle. I was losing the battle of my dignity and my self-respect for a long time with my battles of addiction. But see, I didn't understand the two go hand in hand, right? You give up your self-respect, you're going to find ways to destroy yourself. It's just the way we're designed. And the society we were born into profits from you and I destroying ourselves. Because as long as we're destroying ourselves, we're keeping others distracted, we're destroying others, right? And then the wealth keeps growing. People keep going along to get along, just trying to cope and survive, and the patterns of trauma continue. But I'm confident, brothers and sisters, God is doing something special with all of us. I used to take this life thing for granted. I used to feel like I was all on my own. I was just this little animal in this huge world, and I knew this world was cruel. I saw nature, right? And then I saw humanity. And so I guess in order to fit in this cruel world, I kind of numbed myself. I allowed my heart to get calloused and cold, and I allowed myself to entertain dark thoughts and ideas of punishment and revenge. And brothers and sisters, if you or someone you know is suffering with addiction, on the outside, at times it may seem like they're having fun, right? They're partying it up, maybe not working as much as some others do, or doing whatever, right? It's a suffering. It's a sickness. It's not healthy. I mean, if you stop and think about it, when you see someone injuring themselves, are they sane? Is it intelligence or is it stupidity to cause self-harm? Or even worse, is it intelligence or stupidity to harm another? The world we were born into teaches us that harm and suffering is just a major part of life. So we create a lot of harm and suffering, whether we realize it or not. But we don't have to. That's the glory. That's the message that I really want to share, is that change is available. A greater life is waiting. It's beyond the bad habits. And you know the bad habits, you know what they are. But there's tips. I mean, there's ways our mind works, there's ways our spirit works, and the key to really is to combine the two, to bring in the Holy Spirit of you, the intelligent emotion of you, right? The intelligent energy of you. That's the true power of you. That's what it was written. That's what many of the past saints and mystics have truly known. And so know it for yourself. Know it for yourself that the Holy Spirit, the greater spirit, the divine and true likeness of God that is you, it's with you. And it's leading you forward to the life that you want. But if you go along with the world, then you're going to think small. You're going to think limited. You're going to figure out how to fit in or how to escape. There is no escape from that which is. So accept it. Love it. I mean, if it's true, it's true. And along with, I heard some brilliant quotes this morning, and forgive me, they're not my original, but I didn't get the original source. Well, the original source of all good thoughts is God. Sincerely, we're just vessels for the goodness or the corrupted. Ruby, blessings to you. I am loving, truly loving the light I see you sharing, Ruby. I really do. Your path of inner development, spiritual growth, the little I've seen or the bit I've seen, I love it. And that's what all of us can do. We are all here to be good or poor examples for one another. But if we're not thinking straight, if we're not thinking clearly, we're going to go along with the old programming of who we used to be. But back to these quotes I wrote down. They're tied to the Holy Spirit and these other ideas. That which you have alone protects you. That which you have alone protects you. If it's not with you, if it's with others, does it protect you? Not always. It's only that which you have alone that protects you. So that's internally and externally. That's the beautiful path of wisdom and truth. See how things apply in multiple dimensions, within, without. So if you know that which you have alone protects you, take an inventory. What do you have within you? What do you have within you that strengthens you, that protects you? The greatest thing you have within you is the truth, the knowing of truth. But the knowing of truth from within, it's a little bit different than the belief of truth we find in our, hamster wheel of memories. But truly, whatever you have within you, your knowledge, your talents, that is what protects you. That's what creates you or destroys you. Each of us are the governors. What are we bringing out? Are we bringing out the goodness, the potential, right? Because we all have within us. That's what we are. I was reminded of this earlier in an earlier conversation. We're each just, I would say we are each just individuated potentiality, right? In this ever complicated system of systems that life in this universe is. Potentiality. What is your potential? If you're always focused on what you were or what you weren't, right? The mistakes or the memories of celebrating you might lose sight of where you are and who you are right now. And this is what the world does. The reason I bring these up are these are common symptoms I see in people. The majority of people, myself included, when I was an addict, I had no clue who I was. I didn't believe in the Bible. I didn't believe in the words. I didn't believe in God. I just felt alone, right? And the truth is, when you know that you are love, love is who you are. I know I am love. I know I've been all sorts of things. I know there was a lot of times when I was not love, right? Love in action. But one of the greatest things I've learned for myself and from my studies, my education, it's just simple and obvious, right? It's the same messages that Jesus taught. People got to have faith in their healing, right? People got to believe that there is better, that there is a different way. But most importantly, Healing continues when you choose compassion over criticism, for yourself especially, but with others too. You know, a lot of people, addicts, a lot of addicts, they know they're addicts. A lot of fat people know they're fat, right? It's like people know the problems that they've got. What a lot of times we don't have is the answers that are leading our hearts. And this is the path I've learned as a coach, right? Um, it's really, oh, God is so good. The God I've come to know, the God I spend time with, that God is unbelievable and yet undeniable to me. Hey, there is some truth. I have on and off since my sobriety day, I have enjoyed cannabis. And I took a break a little while ago. I've been using it again more recently, but not, well, I don't know. I won't make excuses, but yes, I have enjoyed cannabis, and I actually there's a lot of benefits to it, particularly when in the right state of mind, right? Um, I found a lot of benefits with it as an additional method of calming, kind of a meditative aid. Helped me deepen into peace and allowed my mind to kind of just break away. And I heard there's so much happening in our world right now. The world is totally transforming. Um, I heard something recently. Don't know if it's true. No, I do know it's true because there's starting to be more studies on psychedelics, right? Mushrooms, and the word is in my head, but it's not coming to my tongue. But mushrooms and the type that affect our minds, there truly is a lot of healing potential in there. And I won't speak about things I read that I didn't confirm. But here, one of the greatest things I know, it's true for all of us. If you're dealing with a problem, if you got someone you love who's dealing with a problem, the number one way to approach it is with strength, right? Stand strong in compassion, right? Because with compassion, you're going to connect, you're going to be present, you'll be with love. And in that compassion, that's where the answers come forth. I've mentioned this before. I view compassion as quite different than sympathy or pity. Compassion to me is it's an action, right? You're bringing forth the support and the yeah, sometimes the strength that others need, but compassion truly is the path instead of criticism. It's really how we're designed. You can move by punishment or reward. It's the way we are. But even the ideas of punishments and rewards, those are still subjective. If you can allow this seed of thought to grow within you, you likely come to the same conclusions that I have, but you got to spend a lot of time. I had to spend a lot of time. I don't know what anyone else has to do. I had to spend a lot of time considering the different aspects and the different depths of this truth. But I am absolutely convinced in a number of things, right? Love. Love is the answer. God. Love is the answer that God offers. And through love, we find the truth. See, with love, instead of fear or anxiety or all those other worldly, judgmental emotions, our mind is more clear. And I've said this so many times, I've said this several times as well. Clarity of mind and inner peace are directly connected, they're connected together. So, tying it back to the topic and where I used to be, it wasn't until I escaped my inner dialogue and I got a different perspective of me that I started to better understand me. This is actually where, working with a sponsor, going to a counselor, spending time with a real close friend, these things can truly help us heal, because we've got to have a perspective greater than the one we chose to believe. That's the only way transformation can happen. And the path is so simple. It's so obvious. The way God designed us is so perfectly incredible, but the fact that I haven't found the way keeps me wondering, what am I to do? See, where my mind is going, and I'm sorry if my external dialogue isn't completely making sense, but in this path of mine, I've been fascinated by and studying. I've spent a lot of time studying and considering, reflecting, kind of analyzing, trying to understand communication, right? The methods of uh, knowledge transference, perhaps. Yeah. The methods of knowledge transference from one human being into another, right? This path of communication. The mystery I found is the complication, right? The way you're created, the way I'm created, the way everyone you know is created. We're so complicated in the design. But the patterns of similarities between us, they're undeniable. There's a connection to all of us. We're all intertwined, all human beings, all life, all form, perhaps. We're all intertwined. The entire universal experience that's happening with you, around you, and through you. God has given us this entire world and this incredible dream of life. It's so diverse and complicated. It's beyond our imaginations. It's beyond the human understanding. But I tell you what, if we unite together, not if, when we unite together, we're going to transform this world into ways that have never been imagined, just like the world has been transformed in ways that many of us never imagined. I never imagined this nation of America turning into what it has. And it's not just America, it's the entire world, humanity, the state of humanity these days. It is so out there. Hey, Samsonite, blessings and thank you. I really was planning on taking a day off, taking today off, even though it's Talcott Tuesday. But a decade in that path of recovery it can encourage others. And hey, we do have a guest here in the back. Let me pop him up. Welcome back, JG. How are you, brother?
Hey, congrats to you on being sober, you crazy man.
Thank you. Thank you. Um, yeah, I remember early in my recovery. Well, here. So today, 10 years ago, on the 18th, a day before yesterday, a day before today. On the 18th, my mother drove me and I checked myself into detox. They gave me a little brief exam and a breathalyzer, and I was still well over the legal limit uh, from my last night of drinking the night before. But honestly, I had drank into the morning of the 18th of May in 2016. So I chose not to recognize that day. I waited for the first day that I woke up in detox without alcohol in my system, right? And I remember being so confused, so lost. I was already an adult, I was already a father, and yet that habit and that intoxicant, that routine had been my comforting blanket, I guess, or it had been my comfort for so many years. And so I remember the thoughts. I don't know how to live as me without a drink. And that was scary. That was scary to me. I didn't know because I was all about following the rules, right? Well, what are the rules for you being you? I mean, I thought I knew my rules, but it had been time to raise the standards of me for a long time. And so the funny thing is, it was like a year and a half after my sobriety, right? A year and a half after getting sober, doing the 12 steps with my partner, with my sponsor, even a couple months in an outpatient program, working with counselors and such. So a year and a half into my sobriety, when I was well on the way of being a better man, that's when my life fell apart. And here's a man who knows about my life falling apart. Let's welcome back Mr. Snafu.
Yes, but you also Lincoln logging it, put it together like all of us. We all fall, we all come well. Hey, Jack, congratulations. I wanted to make this a good point. Jack, I think, has a lot of optics, could help the community in sense of I wanted to ask you this, okay? The substance itself, okay? Like not the mental crazy optics of it, but you actually are a good example of someone, because like I was saying before, like alcoholics are the worst in my opinion. That's opinion, but like, I mean, I've seen people drink mouthwash and fucking, like that type of bad alcoholic, blah, blah. And then what happens too is I see people who do like the AAs, NAs, and they do real good maybe for years, or they slip, or they do good and they slip all the time. But I want to ask you, Jack, the hardest part for you, was it the substance to kick, or the mental, or like how? Because I've noticed with alcoholics, there's always the excuse of I'm gonna do it, and then they get the like push up like this. Okay, so like, but then they get the relapse, so to speak. And I've seen you, and I've known you, and I know the optics of how bad you were. You're a good example for like people in our community of someone who was on the alcohol that was able to, like, you're able to hold a bottle on screen and you're not going to open it. You know what I'm saying? And that's like big moves, especially for alcoholism or something like that. And I guess sharing the part of like we see a lot of drunks, unfortunately, here on YouTube. And some of them want to do good, but then they relapse, but they get that sympathy of pushing, oh, you're good. Keep doing it, keep doing it. But then what took you, what was the hardest part? The substance, or like how did you kick it?
It was hardest for me to actually find the cause because I didn't know where to look. I knew I had to stop and I knew I had to change, and I don't that's a tough question to answer because I was afraid of the entirety to change. I was Well, that was part of my problem. I think I had grown afraid of change because past changes hadn't always been pleasant. Um, but for me, um, actually, I think the hardest part for any of us in dealing with addiction is recognizing what is behind it. And for me, I had to recognize, for me, what I found in myself, I was drinking to escape my mind. I didn't know how to get my mind off of problems. And I was just constantly finding problems and things to think about, things to worry about, reasons to be stressed, reasons to be angry. And I literally driven myself nuts because I didn't understand what I was doing.
Now, did you actually went to rehab though and stuff, right? Or
No,
no? Did you
I went,
never?
I went, I went to detox, and the staff medically, you know, they gave me pills and they helped me get off of the booze habit safely
So
so that I didn't.
were the withdrawal symptoms a hard thing for you, or not really?
At
Because
the
like
first,
there's not like let's just be real. There's some people that they have to have that help. Like they can't just do it on their own. Like and not even 30-day, 90 days. Sometimes it's almost a lifetime doing it. Like, but what I'm asking you is because you're pretty hardcore from even my research. Like the withdrawal, like some people will use the excuses of the withdrawal or the excuses of just the substance itself, and it's like I'm trying to get like how did you break that? Because that's a big thing to be able to hold a bottle that you haven't touched, knowing your alcoholism and knowing that you're not going to open it up. And that was the first time I realized, like, man, he could maybe help some of these drunk fucks we see online all the time.
thank you. It was how I went from that. And to answer your first question, the withdrawals, given that I don't remember, I was in detox either a week or 2 weeks, and that was where we got started on. Like I said, they kept me medicated like the first day or two. I was still, my mind
Like a
wasn't.
Lord Facure prop optics medicated, right?
What's that?
The Lord Facure, whatever that is, medicated optics.
I don't know.
Oh,
It was just they gave me pills and stuff, so I didn't have issues. When I left
isn't that crazy? How they tell you to get off medications, give you more medications.
sometimes, but
Same with
people,
like
it's
drug
it's
use.
it's the world we've got, and there is a place for those medications. Admittedly, I believe the withdrawal symptoms. I don't know that I really had anything major. I had a lot of shakes.
You ever heard of
No,
Anabuse?
yes,
Did you so you never been on any of that or had to do with that? So you actually your mentality like the withdrawal stuff it really wasn't a factor. So that's good.
it was, but I still felt pretty lost. I still felt well, even in my early sobriety, I was still just surviving. I was surviving without the self harm of drinking. But I I've mentioned it. Even in like a year into my sobriety, I was looking at bridges, wondering, can I drive off here, not hurt anyone? Is there a way to be done? Um, but when I got out of detox, many people would go to an inpatient program or a rehab, and I didn't. I went to I slipped through the cracks, so I didn't have a treatment plan when I left detox. But I just started going to AA meetings. I was hitting 5 of them a day for the first like week or so because I was afraid of my lack of self-control. That's really what it comes down to. But to get from where I was, this who I was into a man who can, have his favorite drink in the house and not be tempted to consume it, I made a choice that while I said the words in the meeting, "Hi, I'm Jack and I'm an alcoholic," in my definition of me, that term meant a former drinker. I'm just a man who no longer drinks. There's plenty of people who don't drink.
So you kind of slowly weaned yourself off of alcohol, or did you cold turkey? I guess that's what I'm trying to ask you. Like, because you meet these people who will either like wean themselves off and then keep relapse, non-relapse, or in the end they do good, or they just cold turkey it. I'm just trying to figure out like how like
Mine,
did you get to the point where you're like, I'm not gonna touch this.
I had an assisted cold turkey because, like I said, when I checked into rehab, I was still drunk from the night before. Was trying to finish the booze, didn't want to waste it, didn't want it to go to waste, so I stayed up drinking.
Yeah, right.
It's the logic of an alcoholic. It made sense at the time, but yeah, I've seen a lot of people, not a lot. In my experience, I did have a few friends in recovery that relapsed. They one of them was my sponsor. Found him drunk and passed out on his floor.
Oh damn, that's your sponsor, huh? Oh no.
He was
Well, man,
my first
the
sponsor.
fact at least like like that's almost kind of like we're on the same level too, though. Like we both deal with the issues. Even though you're my sponsor, you may be good, but that kind of is a humbling moment of like, fuck, we all in this together in a sense. Like he's no better than me, even if he has been sober and he's been put as my sponsor. We all face that trial and tribulation.
Yeah. Well, this guy
Okay,
actually,
what
yeah,
main reason was for him drinking and main reason he quit? Where? Okay, whatever he said, I'm gonna say.
were the reasons one and the same. The reason for me starting to drink, I started drinking when I was 15 years old. Started drinking heavy when I was 15 years old. Matter of fact, I joined the army at 17, and because I was intelligent, well, not whatever reason, I had the option of station of choice, and since I'd already had a minor in possession in the United States, I wanted to leave America. So that's where I signed up to go to Germany because I could drink legally there. So the signs were clear. I had a drinking problem when I was very young, but people treated me like it was normal. And the way I drank, man, it was not normal. In hindsight, holy shit. The reason I quit, though, the reason I quit was I failed. I had to accept my failure. I
There's a
wanted to
lot of
die.
failure.
Well, I wanted to die, and I kept failing. And I was too cowardly to really take the steps to do that. And so
Well,
I
don't call
figured,
it cowardly. Don't call it coward because when I wanted to die, like I like did it. I ate over 60 pills or whatever when I did that, and I do get mad like when I see people try and do the whole "I want to die" and they're not real. They're sympathy seeking, but like it's not cowardly. Like people get that way. It's pretty fucked up. Is life and love not
well,
addiction to be you?
yeah. Well, the other part to answer, why did I stop drinking? I wanted to find a better way to live. It's as simple as that.
So you haven't had a drink at all for 10 years? Not even like a shot or a beer, or like even a sip?
No,
Nothing? Damn.
no. Well, did I get a
When
taste? Was there a taste one time? There may have been a
what
taste. But that's
Was there a point where you were like doing the whole relapse thing? Like you were doing good for like a month or a week and then you'd fucking start drinking again. Then you'd be like, fuck that. And I got to do good. And then you start doing good again. And then was there ever that like point in your alcoholic journey of like where
no.
you're struggling with that?
There was earlier, but for about the last 10 years, there was a decade where after the divorce, I felt broken, and I guess I kind of wallowed in my pity and withdrew from the world and tried to escape from the world through the booze. I looked for peace and happiness in the bottom of countless Budweiser bottles. Never found happiness. Never found peace.
Oh, you're a Budweiser guy. You're not like a microbrew or some like hippie type drink. Even good. Damn. Okay.
No, I was all about the cheap stuff.
I see you with like happy. Oh, yeah. Speaking of cheap, I'm a very profitable guy. Apparently, Mikey's dumbass paid $1,000 for me so I'm the number one on Dusty's bail bonds list now. But the joke's on him because really, we go not a big loss. But the truth is yeah, $1,000, folks. Speaking of cheap, clutch funds available, Dusty, for helping you.
Hey, I heard.
No, let me.
Where
So
does
you
that
never dealt with that though, Jack. You never like really. You're saying that you didn't have to like deal with the I'm sober, then I got drunk, then I'm sober again, I got drunk. Like because that's obviously an issue with alcoholics. Like that's an issue, right? That's
You know what it is, and this is something I want to say that I didn't. I might say that I'll try to do better, but I never really made much of a deal of that. And then I didn't beat myself up if I still had a drink. But when I said I was going to quit, I quit, and that was the start.
so the key thing is everyone says you had to make that decision and you had to accept it. Like no one else. It wasn't like because that's what we tell alcoholics until they really want to quit.
Well, this is something that I've learned about myself. When I say something, I mean it. Now, the problem was, I had learned not to lie to others in the world, but the problem I had as an alcoholic was I was lying to myself. And I guess through that, I was lying to others because I told everyone I was fine. I wasn't fine. I was fucking dying. I was going through the motions of life, praying for death, lying and saying I'm fine.
From a lot of my understanding, you were almost a functioning alcoholic, though, at times, more than the sloppy alcoholic, right? Or were you getting to the point of sloppy alcoholism versus functioning alcoholic?
Hey, if just a heads up, we've got a couple of guests in the back, and I may bring them up, but Snafu and I are actually having pretty good conversations. And a heads up, though, if crazy guru does show up,
Who, Paul?
No, I'm probably gonna drop others.
Well, in other words, you're gonna Nazi block me like you do for Scott and others for whoever's coming up. Sure.
This is someone I just recently came across, and we had a brief conversation earlier, and I'm truly fascinated.
Oh, I know who they are. So crazy.
So we've got JG and Steven in the back. Did you have more?
Let them both up. I say
answer
community.
Did I answer your things you were asking? Welcome back, Steven.
Mr. Steven. Mr. JG.
JG was here earlier.
Hello.
Alex
Hello.
Jones.
Hey, Jack. Congratulations on the sobriety, the 10 years.
Thank you.
I've been drunk a couple of times. I've never been an alcoholic, but I was pass out, fall down drunk a few times in life.
That happens. But
I
the
was
main
that guy
thing,
for years.
you were what?
I was the piss drunk for years. You can tell by my speech, my motor skills. I'm retarded.
A little bit.
You're retarded. Is that what he said?
It is. So actually, I
Oh,
was thinking about this earlier. Snafu. There's video and evidence of me that you haven't seen yet. And actually, it would be pretty fun evidence for this topic today.
Well, you're drunk.
Oh, yeah. There's video of me passed out or
So I think I got some. I have a lot of stuff I haven't shared with the public. I do have a
I
lot of
think
stuff. Like, yeah,
I think
All
we
right.
saw Jack passed
I
out
do.
one time.
And I've been waiting for a Jack 2 tells 2. Like I said, I've been working with you on it to maybe let you re-talk to certain people. The footage, though, Jack, does that discourage you when you see yourself like that?
No, it's who I used to be. And I'm not.
It's good. You should be proud instead of like these people like, Beck or Orthodox Guy or even Polly that's afraid to stand up and show themselves.
No, please. We don't need to.
I'm just saying, you're
Blame
proud
for-
to show the optics, and that's good.
Well, I actually think that's why I'm on this path I'm on. I've seen and, experienced a lot of things that I don't know if a lot of others have. I mean, there's a lot of people who, well, there's a lot of success stories. And in my view, what we're here to do, we are here to become and to support and to share the success stories. We've been brainwashed into doing otherwise, guys.
Is Trexty happy for your success?
Of course.
Okay. Maybe I was
Whether it's
misreading the chat.
inauthentic or authentic.
Jack,
What?
when you see like a beer, or say you're at a grocery store and you see like a fucking 30 pack, do you think about drinking?
Not anymore.
Yeah, me too. That's when I know I was like, all right, I won.
That's good.
Good for you. Yeah, I remember my friends all drank still, and so initially I thought it wise just create a little space, separate from that pattern.
Oh, I was asking you if you were a sloppy drunk versus a functioning drunk. And like I said, I would just get those videos. What were you gonna say about those videos? You got some of them too?
No, I was a functioning alcoholic, but there was certainly like at the conventions, the union conventions, there was a couple times I drank quite a bit and I'd pass out in the room everyone's talking in.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was on a panel
You know
earlier
what,
with some
though? It's
functioning
not that bad
retards.
because I saw like alcoholism at its fine. I mean, you got a guy spending over $1,000 to boot me. You got Chuck spending his SSI checks at the beginning of the month. I'm just saying, Austin did the same thing. The drunks tend to do dumb things, and then after they're done, they're like, "Why did I do that?" Did that happen to you a lot, like financially, like putting like drunk financial optics? Because I see that's an issue with drunks too. Them doing dumb drunk things, and then wondering why they're broke.
Yeah, getting tattoos and shit while they're drunk, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Buying chicks when you could just have game and pulling.
Waking up in a
it's
whorehouse
like
or something when you're passing out in a whorehouse in Las
yeah,
Vegas.
like
Yeah.
I just feel financially
Nevada.
it probably takes a toll. Did it take a toll on you financially? Your drinking?
Not really. Oh, sorry. He meant you.
No. I was curious for all you guys.
Yeah, it was an expense I sure didn't need. And the greatest expense, though, is my dignity. I lost a lot of my time in my life. It was a distraction from me being a better father, right? Um, I was
That's
there.
worse than money. Yeah, that's worse than losing money or spending money on booze.
The thing is, I was there with my son, but I felt so.
You were boozing it up with your son, or just you were being drunk in
Well,
front.
I'd have whiskey at night. Most nights I'd try to wait till he went to
See,
bed.
I'm fucking proud. Like I was picturing you like with some fucking microbrew hippie bullshit beer, and you got the whiskey man who's now sober. Like I'm fucking go Jack go.
Did you
Like,
ever give him a taste, your son? Like let him drink something?
Here, when I was yeah, as a dad, I let my son try a beer when he was younger. My grandpa, I had memories with my grandfather doing that with me, and you know, these are
Well,
the.
if you do that nowadays, they'll throw you in prison.
I know,
yeah.
I know, and
I don't know. It seems to me though, like
wouldn't be surprised if that's why I was asked.
you have the weirdest like drunk alcoholic
No, Jack, I'm
recovery
not trying to
story
throw you in prison. Come on, what are you talking about? I was
nowadays.
given a bottle of beer when I was a kid as well, so
Yeah, I
that
mean,
happened in those days.
yeah. I mean, it probably still happens even to this day, but now everyone.
Well,
I gave JG my son a beer one time when he was a kid.
Yeah,
well,
it's just weird. What I was gonna say is, it almost like, how come you equivalate your alcoholism to which makes sense, your problems, but when I ask you all these issues, like, did you have issues, financially? No. Did you have issues of trying to stop it? No. Like, it seems like you were able to like turn it on and off, which most alcoholics can't. And I'm trying to wonder if if this is kind of made up in your head and you're struggling more than you even know. But then maybe you didn't, because it's like, honestly, it sounds like you were, even if you were an alcoholic, you were able to shut it off. It sounds like without the
well,
struggles that
no,
most have.
no, please. I'm trying to remember, and you might be asking questions I hadn't thought about. I told myself I was going to quit. I told myself I wasn't going to go to the store. I wasn't going to have any more. Over and over, I said that. I wouldn't say that as much with others, though. That's the difference, maybe what I heard and what I said. But I lost control. I was sick. I'm telling you, by the early afternoon, I couldn't write anymore. I had the shakes so bad, and it got after work. I drive home, back my car into the garage, and in the garage I had a beer fridge, and in the beer fridge I'd always have a glass of whiskey um, in the freezer. And at the end of my drinking, I'd pull that glass of whiskey out, and I couldn't even hold it to my lips. I'd have to set it on the trunk of the car and fucking sip it down to get my shakes to settle
Okay,
down.
okay, okay.
Oh
No,
wow.
see, that's what I'm saying is, like, I'm trying to figure out, because I've done my own research, obviously, and I know, and yeah, I'll look at those videos. I'm just, it's some of these things, like, it's like, wow, you didn't have problems,
No,
with like, especially like, oh, I'm sobering up, and then maybe go a month or a week sober, and then relapse, and then go a month, a week. Like you said, you didn't have to deal with that. That's like actually pretty good.
Yo, Snafu, you shouldn't really obsess over people, man. It's pretty weird. I've had
It's not
people
obsession.
obsess over
I'm
me.
curious about the optics because I've done some research, JG, and since he's a public figure that wants to life coach people and
Someone
the optics
obsessed
of
over
that.
JG? Really?
Yeah, no obsession. I think the
Wow.
obsession people are like bad Apple Media or Orthodox guy, and the people who get exposed for or their optics and they cry about it.
Yeah.
It's not obsession. They're public figures, JG.
hey,
It's
real
pretty
quick,
weird.
I gave a heads up, but Carl, Crazy Guru, you're welcome to join and certainly. I do want to continue our conversation some more. This question, kind of off topic from where we were, but it all goes together. It really does. What does the word love mean to you? What does it mean to you?
More than a feeling. Hanko Flamio says truth is just a feeling. I disagree. And I think love is more than a feeling, it's an action.
Yeah, Hank's on some shit with that one.
Actually, I can agree. That's how we know truth. We resonate. There's a resonance system, or there's a system of resonance that's built within us for us to identify harmony with the internal energies and the external energies. That's my.
So I gotta ask you, where did this? How come you're cucking to this guru guy now all of a sudden? Like,
Who?
what did they bring to you to offer? What are they
Is he a
offering to you?
billionaire?
It's just he's got another fascinating mind who's spent time and focus trying to break down not just love, but many other aspects of life. Him and I are very similar by the sounds of it.
Is he your long lost brother or something, or what happened?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, it's
I
funny
love-
because you're like, he said he's gonna backstage people when he comes up, and see, that's your problem, Jack. Like you cuck, and then you choose these people and put the
That's
people
what
who
frustrates
actually
people.
help you. Like look what happened to your co-host, Steven.
Would
We
you
witnessed it
stop
happen.
complaining? It hasn't.
I'm not. No.
even
I'm
happened
inviting
yet.
Guru and you to cuck.
Come
To
on.
all of us cuck together.
Please.
Jack,
And that's-
would you say
Figure it
love is a battlefield?
Love is a battlefield. Jack, I had a short conversation with Hank right before this,
Okay.
and he's a bit crazy. I just want to mention he said that dentists pull teeth. He doesn't go to the dentist. I wouldn't put too much stock in his definition of truth being a feeling.
But in my own
He's a bit
personal
out there.
experience, this is what I'm talking about. And let me actually, there's a question I wrote down earlier today. Does truth need approval or cooperation?
Or
Here,
both.
While you're
I
thinking,
think neither. Truth is truth. That's how I view it.
I'm going to bring up the crazy guru.
Oh, this guy.
Welcome, my brother.
What's showcasing? I'm seeing blank screen here. What's going on?
Yeah, I see a black screen. I thought we were supposed to be a
Me
crazy
too.
guru.
It's a darkie.
That's
Darky
all you
screen.
brought up. I'm not
Like
But I
Hank.
didn't get to finish my
Wait a
Hank
minute.
Flamio. Just
I'm actually
Jack. Hank said that. Well, I asked Hank about the teeth then, and he said that I could use his teeth for piano keys.
okay.
I wouldn't even put that shit near my mouth. Fuck no.
Okay, that's not really relevant to here, though, is it?
I'm sorry, he's just a bit nuts.
No,
I
we're
don't know.
waiting on the new guru guy. I wanted you to
Hey,
introduce
crazy
us
guru.
and see who what's up.
Here.
Please.
Hey everybody, how we doing?
Hello, crazy
Welcome
guru.
to you.
Right, I hear the question was, why was you fucking gushing on this cunt? I heard that. Please, everybody, ask questions. I'm willing
Yeah,
to
why are you gushing on this
fucking
cunt?
Aussie or something.
I can
huh?
tell you why he is, but
Why?
why you asking?
Why is he gobbling on you?
No.
Why is he gobbling
His
your
question
knob?
is, why are you asking?
We know why Jack does it. We've
No,
witnessed him
no.
do it
You don't know
multiple times.
shit.
We're just
Let me
asking
ask you
you,
a
though.
question. Why are you asking?
Curious.
Yeah,
Oh,
curious.
Who said that? Who said it? Who
Why
said
wouldn't
that
I
first?
ask?
No.
Why
Who said
wouldn't I
curious
ask?
first? Shut the fuck up.
Steven,
Who said
I
curious
said
first?
I'm curious.
No,
Curious.
notice Jack how he's already getting
Yeah,
very
what's the
emotional, very triggered.
I'm going to shut up. Who said curious first?
I did. I'm curious.
Rockstar, you are a fucking rockstar. That's why. curiosity, because every single person here is a curiosity.
What do you offer, Jack Talcott?
Listen, everybody here is a curiosity awaiting Jack Talbot's excuse.
Jack, why are you mute? I'm trying to get. You're muting me when I'm trying to get to know.
Jack, were you winding him up? You love him, really, don't you, Jack? You love him. Tell him you love him.
I do love you.
Whoever he just goes, I've been there. I know what that feels like. Jack, it's fucking with you because he loves you. Because DNW does this to me all the time. And Jack has met DNW, and DNW does this to me all the time because he loves me. And he denies that he loves me, but he does. Jack, tell him you love him.
Okay. I do. But Snafu, here, I wanted to answer your question. Because if you actually listen to him, what he's saying, you'll understand why I kind of dig what he's saying. But you got to listen.
I don't understand him. He's like a mumble rapper, Aussie type. Are you Welsh?
Yes, but you've met me for a few fucking seconds, you fucking retard. How many
Right, and I could already tell.
in a few fucking seconds. How many people have Come on, everybody here is going How many people do you judge in a few seconds? Come on.
Am I Hank retard?
Okay. Snafu, I love you, brother. We're not going to descend into this, though. We're going to keep the topics, we're going to keep the conversations forward, right? Let's do that. Snafu, this is a chance for us.
It's funny because me, Steven, JG, and you were having a very intellectual, great conversation, opening optics that we were learning about you.
I don't care.
And you bring this guy. First, you said, "I'm going to backstage everyone." Now you talked you out of it, and then you bring this guy up here, and you can see how emotionally triggered he is. But you're blaming me wanting to move forward when we were having a great conversation, and the audience was learning optics about you. And JG and Steven were part of it, so all four of us were doing very well.
Yeah, I know. You guys are doing wonderful. But what I want you to realize is this, what you're doing, it's really encouraging me to follow through with what I said. I'll toss you guys out and Crazy Guru and I can have some.
No, come on. We've been good.
Well, again, he's the one calling us retards and telling us and that.
I love you, Snafu.
I wasn't lying though, Jack. I was calling him that, but I don't disagree with what you're saying. I was calling him that. Can you address it for a moment and then maybe bring it back in? I was calling him that, but I was doing it on purpose. But I know you understand it. But can you address it?
You were being a crazy cunt.
Yeah, I was. And Jack understands that, but he's saying that some people take me too serious and too serious.
I think Jack's in love with you already.
Too serious is an extreme that we try to stay between. I hope everybody can experience that, and that's what Jack is realizing. I hope. But if that is what Jack is realizing, it's still, it's not like you've had someone like me in you before. Maybe you can explain yourself and then offer him back and see if he agrees with you or not. I'm going to shut up now.
Alyssa loves you, she said in the chat.
Yes. Well, were you listening to the Crazy Guru?
I was. I was trying to understand him. He's Welsh and part alien, I think, or something.
Yeah, yes, I am. Thank you. You've just diagnosed me better than any doctor ever.
Thank you. And you're welcome.
Sounds Jewish.
Whoa! I take a
shots fired. Shots fired.
But not in the way you think.
I don't think he's a big schnoz.
Well, here's the thing, though. If you hear him out, what I heard him saying is true. He's a little bit different than some of the other folks you may run into or that we have around here.
Well, I'm a little bit crazy too, Jack. To be fair, you have said that I have some screws loose.
Right, but I learned from him. I don't learn as much from you.
You don't learn from me?
No, not as much because you
he didn't say he didn't learn from you. He said not as much.
I'm heartbroken now, man.
What's that? He said not as much. Listen.
Right.
Not as much. I'm trying.
Thank you.
We're
Yeah.
competing then, I guess. Not quite as much.
No, I'm just being honest.
Me
Well,
too.
wait, Rockstar. Let me reverse this on you because you got to see where your deception is now. You may be competing, but me and Jack are not. Why are you competing?
I'm competing with myself.
Congratulations, you've just outdone me. I'm laughing, bro. I'm laughing.
Hey,
Talcott, I'm out of here. This is getting corny.
I'm a Rockstar, GG.
Corny.
But I don't. Listen, guys. I gotta admit, I'm going to say this. It's egotistical, but Jack, I don't like the guy we've excluded from this because I've been there before. Misunderstanding is not a reason to be excluded. Can we prioritize this gentleman who was in here that was eliminated because of me? I don't like it.
Yeah.
If he wants to
Let's
prove
bring
himself an asshole beyond understanding, that's up to him. But I think we should deserve, even if I got to shut my mouth, you guys deserving a
Let's
chance.
bring back Snap.
Allow him. Let me speak for myself for him, and
Sorry.
I'd be willing to do that for him. Sorry, Rockstar, I wasn't trying to do it. I didn't.
Sorry.
Speak for
I'm Canadian. Sorry.
Then sorry is your motto, so I won't take it as a weakness. Okay.
Sorry. Sorry.
so I actually respect that and I appreciate that. Snafu, I hope you hear he was speaking as in advocacy of bringing you back. The reason I brought him back wasn't so much the understanding or lack of understanding. It's the communication patterns. He's got a way of interrupting people that really frustrates me after a while. Stephen,
you can't interrupt the truth. That's my opinion. But if you feel he was interrupting me as an individual, then it's fine. But
Crazy guru, I might like. He sounds someone in my valley. I'm proving that you're a fucking piece of shit to people who do you well. Because look, we were having a great conversation. We were talking about optics, and you got in your fucking. I'm gonna ride on Crazy Guru's clout right now because I don't know who he is to fucking suck up and knob on his job. And then you fucking look. Even JG was like, "This is boring," and he left. The Crazy Guru might be a benefit. I'm gonna have to introduce him to the strike team.
I'm losing patience.
I'm losing patience how you treat people.
Do you want to stay? If you want to stay,
no, you got Crazy Guru, and you could do it.
You don't want to
go ahead. Keep talking about your alcohol. Keep sharing stories about your optics. But we were learning about.
Is it possible that I might be stimulating everybody's night? And if I was to just, if you was to help me earn respect amongst your main contestants here, and I use the word contestants there punnily, if I said that I am a stimulant, it's obvious. Is there any chance before you invite gentleman number 2 that was left, maybe even put him in the backstage just to give a little fairness here? Bring back the gentleman. No, I don't mind. I prefer that because, Jack, even though you might disagree with me, the audience are going to love it. Come on, because it's a bit fairness. I bring back the first gentleman, not the second, because me and him have. He's
I think Jackson loves you.
I will go backstage and let you bring the first pundit back and say, would he be welcome for us all to come in and chat in a more civil manner rather than the. Maybe we said it was a subjective, assumptional manner that everybody presented in the first position, including myself. I'm just saying that maybe Jack can speak to the first gentleman, bring back me and the last gentleman, and we can all have a lovely conversation together about why we're all different and how we see the same truth differently.
Jack is blushing. I think he's in love with you. I have to say that.
It doesn't matter. I admitted to Jack that I was in love with him first, so that's okay.
You're interrupting me, though. JG farted before he left. It stinks. He really did.
Rockstar, I do appreciate I did interrupt you there because you wasn't coming the truth. You were coming your own truth, and I apologize for that.
So I do appreciate I can respect your suggestion too. That'd probably be a great way of trying to mediate or calm or connect with different personalities. But JG, the first one, he chose to leave. And then he, I don't know, not right now. But
you mean you can't change your voice to align with inviting him back? Is that what you're telling me now, or are you just saying your ego is telling you not to? because they're the two things.
He's disconnected. So
Well, I'll let him decide whether he's disconnected now. Can Jack invite him back or not?
he's welcome to return. JG and
Let's do it then. Let's see Jack invite him back. Let's see Jack say, JD, invite him, welcome back. I want to explain something to you that this gentleman is different to everybody else. And so in your first meeting, can Jack do that or not? I'm only asking.
I could, but from my experience, honestly, with JG and Snafu, I actually don't have a lot of hope in them being receptive. Not initially at this moment, because
After me pushing beyond boundaries, I'm going to take that then as a because I don't know you, gentlemen. I'm going to obviously slightly push boundaries to accept people for their best faith, but because you have pushed beyond Dan, you know him better than me. I'm going to accept what you said and say, okay, I'll move past this and say thank you very much for at least entertaining the idea they could come back. Okay, you know him better than me, so I'm going to move on. Sorry.
And with this, as Trexty pointed out, we hear from Snafu all the time. We'd like to hear more from Crazy Guru. Introduce yourself, what you're about.
Yes.
That's what I'd actually really kind of love, if you would.
Okay, I don't mind that. If everybody wants to take a moment to check, I will also answer questions. Anyone wants to question me, but in the broad sense, today they have closely.
I have a question.
They've closely defined my condition to metacognitive IQ. So if anybody has any questions about that, I can answer them directly.
Thank you, and I'm sorry for trying to interrupt. Metacognitive. What did
IQ.
you say?
So IQ. What it means is that in general, on a mass scale, everybody presents their IQ in a linear scale, presenting a story, beginning, middle, and end. Yes, and you progressively adjust that continuously through your life, which means that often you forget past, present instances, and you just move on with your life, like a serpent shedding its scales, its skin, maybe. Whereas
I have a few questions.
I will make this brief then. In general, what I do is I do it ontologically, mainly instead of along a scale of a singular line, I do it more of a sphere growing outwards. Now, I'm going to leave it as nuanced as that, although there's much more to give to that. I'm willing for any questions. I'll shut up now and leave for questions.
All right.
Before you do, if I may, real quick, namaste away for the contribution. Thank you so much. And 10 years. Thank you for being here. I feel blessed to have this experience, truly. Hey, there he is. We can see him. Good to see you.
There's a crazy
I'm going to give a confession here, guys. I didn't realize the camera was hidden down because I've had a sherbet or two. And when I say sherbet, I mean an alcoholic beverage. And then we realized, why was this black? I'm just convincing everybody I got metacognitive IQ and the camera is down. It doesn't mean that. I can still make mistakes like the rest of us.
There goes one of my questions. I was going to ask if you're black. But
no, well, I get the humor in now, but obviously no.
If your IQ were a color, what color?
The camera was up. I'm sorry.
Okay, if your IQ were a color, what would the color be?
Gray. Oh, opacity gray. Maybe.
Interesting. That's actually interesting.
Why is it interesting? Tell me. I'm interested. Why?
I thought you were going to say either blue or red.
Why did you think that?
Well, those would be the most common. Those would be the answers that just came to mind. Like,
so that tells you I'm not the common folk. Then that's cool. I like that.
Well, and the follow-up question is, what are your pronouns? Like, how do you identify?
Me.
M-E?
Me, yeah. Why would I identify anything else? Me. I'm me.
Well, that's interesting as well.
That's
a good answer.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. I didn't think I was getting it correct. Sorry. My apologies.
Oh, that's a good answer. Somebody was here but left, I think. I don't know who that was.
I hope I didn't do that. I'm sorry if I did.
No. Possibly connection issues.
All right, for everybody at home, just in case, I'm just going to get this out there a brief moment. Metacognitive IQ is a super rare form of autism. Most people call me high functional autistic, or I mean with ADHD and Asperger's qualities and everything. Maybe even a little bit of Tourette's, not in the natural, swearing form, but just a little ticky when people. When they get a difficult interaction, but generally, if you look at what I said was metacognitive IQ on the internet, it'll show you a brief sort of recent formality of what they've come to understand it as. So it's something that's come into cognition of normal formal areas, and I'm even trying to help that with Cardiff University, which I've explained to Jack recently, which I have to. Other than that, then. I'm getting somewhere with that. So that's all. It's a private intervention, but other than that, sorry, metacognitive IQ. Sorry, Rockstar, you was asking the question.
I always wished that I had Tourette's since I was young.
I understand that. Sorry,
I never managed to get it as an excuse. So it's cool though.
I'm unlucky, Rockstar. I haven't got the form of Tourette's where it's compulsive all the time like other individuals do, and I do understand that. I'm not going to go into it because it's not my place to say. But from my point of view, it's only when I find extreme difficulty in communication that I break down and a form of Tourette's happens where it's impulsive. That's all.
Hey, let's offer a welcome to Johnny.
Hey, Johnny. Here's Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny Carson. Yeah, he's been dead since 91. I'm a different Johnny, but yeah, same first name though.
Why did you suggest that title for who you are? I'm really curious. Sorry.
Well, when you said "Here's Johnny," that's the intro for Johnny Carson, the Johnny Carson stuff.
I gave him a classic.
That is what you were hoping for. That's legendary because you got it. Yes. Sorry, it worked. So I'm impressed with that. Sorry.
I know I was still young when he came out, but I still remember him as a kid. So I'm getting old too, but not that old. So I'm in the middle.
What does the padarosa mean? What does padaro? How do you say that?
It's
Potato.
Pitarosa. It's Portuguese and Brazilian.
I'm willing for you to continue. I'm Welsh, so I haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
Pork and cheese.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
think
just
it's your
saying.
name.
Go ahead.
It's your name, right?
Yes,
Rosa?
it is.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Is that your name said twice?
Yes, because on the lines it says your first name and your last name. I just
Yes,
I just copy and pasted both of my first and my last names together, and it just happened to go on both lines. So I should correct that, but I guess it's just like an echo. Like when you have
It's
an echo.
so simple. I love it. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is.
When you have an echo, man, it just you say things two times, and I know it drags on you, but it's like
Hello, an echo.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm only got a stream going, so I don't know. Should I change my mic? Maybe.
I don't know. It's up to you, man.
No, they're not. I don't know if you heard them right. They're talking about a different echo. I'm not hearing
okay.
an echo. Yeah.
I thought it was me as an echo. Sorry, my apologies.
No.
I don't know. I was talking about saying things two times. Like when you say things two times, it sounds like an echo. I'm not saying you got an echo in your audio. No, you sound great to me.
Okay, I'm following.
Hey, this question I brought up earlier. I've got my own answer, and I may not even have the question phrased right, but this idea: does truth need approval or cooperation?
By who?
Great question.
You got an answer? You asked the question. That's all.
Well, that's actually a very relevant question. By who? By who would truth either need approval or cooperation?
Well, wouldn't that make them the authority, Jack, on truth? If it was up to someone,
That would be God, wouldn't it?
it'd be the truth authority. God.
Mm-hmm.
Merlin, is that what you said?
I would say that the truth authority belongs to God, yes, but it depends on what truth authority Jack was asking for. He hasn't explained that yet, which is
No,
what he's realizing yet.
Well, the context is I see so many people who want to disapprove what reality shows. And it really comes down to our opinions don't matter. Crazy Guru, you're well aware of this, right?
I'm aware opinions don't matter in a singular sense, but as a community, I'm not quite sure I completely agree.
Fair.
Nuanced answer.
No, I have the answer to fully to that, but generally you asked me the question, so I don't think you guys have. So that's it. You guys decide on what I just said. If I said to Jack's question was, no, a singularity, no, but as a community, maybe. So what do you guys think of that? Oh, wait a
Yes. Because whether it's accurate or not, our experience is greatly related to not only the subjective truth within us, which we have some authority over, but also the combined. I may have lost how you said it, but
I'll say it again. That's not a problem. What I'll say is this: that when we look for authority, are we looking for an individual authority or collective authority? And then that aligns to maybe what the question should be aligned to. Is what are you asking? Are you asking, do we have an individual authority over what's happening or a communal authority over what's happening? I think we've lost both, but what are you asking for in your question?
Well, I guess the intent behind the question, if I'm honest, it's to get people to realize that it doesn't matter what is real. It's up to us to accept what is real. We've got to accept the truth. We've got to align with the truth. Our approval or disapproval of what life shows us, it only affects our inside, really.
I think truth is truth whether we accept it, see it, or not. Truth exists.
Yes.
That's how I look at it.
Johnny, have you got something to say before I respond to it?
No, let's keep on going, man. I would just say,
authority
would probably be. Go ahead.
No, I was listening. My apologies, but I didn't hear you was interrupting. Sorry. I mean, I was interrupting. Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know. I'd just say the authority would be maybe a judge or a jury, but that's just living, and in the living sense, not Jesus. It depends on how you look at it, but keep on saying what you have to say, man. I don't have much opinions on this, man.
Oh, you had much to say, brother. It's whether or not you hear it or not. I hear it, and I'll say that I get the question.
Do you believe in magic? Do you think that's part of truth?
I don't. I love that question. Do you believe in magic? My question is, what is magic?
I would say something beyond just the mundane, natural, something supernatural.
Oh, you've just raised so many questions to me, but I'm not going to go there right now. I don't want to go too. I don't want to stray too far from the question that was already asked. Although I do.
All right, my apologies for the question.
No. You don't have to apologize, but I accept where the apology comes from because I do the same thing.
Okay.
What if I said that, Ryan? Let me just clarify my perception on what you just said as natural or supernatural, because often people go, "Is God?" And I go, "Oh, if what's natural to us is a subjective reality, then what's supernatural to us, that which supersedes our natural reality, is obviously objective reality. Is that not true?"
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that.
So then nobody has to ever fucking question you again on whether supernatural or natural objective reality. All you're really doing is saying in different terms something proposal across the lines of what is subjective to you, which is natural because you're a human being, or what is supernatural, meaning it supersedes your natural reality and yet is still natural, which is objective, which nobody can define, which obviously God has to be.
Have you ever had an experience that felt supernatural? Like one time I was in love and I had sex
Yeah,
with this woman that
Rockstar
felt
was speaking to
supernatural.
me on a channel called I apologize. Fuck, Jack, Live Without Fear. There you go, Jack. I got it. Rockstar was speaking to me on Live Without Fear from across the world. It was a highly supernatural understanding, and yet it happened. Rockstar, are you experiencing the same thing I'm experiencing?
Somewhat. I would say yes,
Somewhat.
somewhat.
What are you
Somewhat.
experiencing different to me then? I would like to hear it.
But I'm looking at it differently because I'm looking at you wondering if you're Merlin reincarnated. So
Yes,
I don't
my
know if you
father
are
was
or not.
Jesus and my mum was Morgano. There you go. If you got that,
Well, I was named after Rasputin, so
Wait a minute, align that because I see Rockstar King. Either I'm not getting that, or there's something deeper to that. I'm interested. What do you mean you was named after Rasputin?
everyone, hello.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
hear.
they're back. They're back. Hello.
I can
You
hear.
both cracked.
Yeah, Rockstar, you hear? I can hear.
I'm here. Yes.
So, what do you mean you was named after Rasputin? Was that what you said?
Yeah, my middle name is Rasputin.
Oh, are you willing to share the rest of your name, or is that just still?
No, my first name is Stephen with a PH named after the first Catholic saint, the proto martyr, Saint Stephen. So my mom thought that she thought I should be named after a saint and a magician, a mystic.
Well, Stephen, my name is Carl, named after the common name of Charles the King, which is often referred to within priests.
Well, there was a King
Prince.
Stephen as well, as you know, in England. King Stephen.
I'm aware of Stephen as a kingdom name, but not the king. It was a bipartial name, meaning that when the kingdom was split into different factions, there was a King Stephen, but when there was a whole king, there was often just Georges and Charles and stuff like that, not Stephen.
I'm here to make things whole, though. I'm trying to unite everyone.
Hey, that's not what's saying what King Stephen was. Just because you're part of the whole doesn't mean you're not united.
No, I'm a uniter. I'm not a divider.
You don't sound like a divider, to be honest, but I'll leave it at Jack to tell.
These guys came back.
Welcome back, JG. Johnny?
And these individuals, the one that had an issue with me before, that I would openly allow them to ask me questions about.
JG was the first one to leave.
I'm happy for questions, JG, if you want to ask me personally.
He farted before he left.
I didn't hear something, and two people spoke at the same time. Sorry.
All right. JG couldn't get heard. What did you say?
Not interested.
Why are you not interested in JG?
Why do you want me to ask you questions?
Because I'm
That's
interested
pretty
and
weird,
curious in what your answers are. That's why.
Yeah, but questions about what? Like, why do you want my attention?
Because the true sense of me and the essence of who I am is curiosity, and therefore everything I've done is spurred by curiosity, and therefore curiosity is the reason why I'm asking these questions. Why are you interrupted by curiosity?
Great question.
All right, this is weird.
That is a great question.
I think I can help out. He's a train hopper. JG hops trains.
Yeah, I'm an iconic,
well.
iconic person. Yeah, I'm an iconic person, pretty famous.
Well, I don't know what that means, but JG, if you are a train hopper, I love train
People
hopping.
talk about me left and right. I'm rent free in people's heads. They talk about me left and right. I'm very popular. I don't really I shouldn't say fuck with people. Let me
Is that why you find it really difficult when I joined it? I got in your head and you didn't like it.
You didn't get in my head.
Really?
Hey,
Why did you leave then?
Can I
see are you drinking right now?
No, I'm just asking questions and you're refusing to answer them.
I want to
Dude, you're a sociopath, man. These are the
that could be true. That could be true, but without evidence, you're just someone assuming that we're talking about the reason. I'm asking questions.
Look at your questions and look at your assumptions.
And look at your answers.
This is fucking crazy.
Actually, there's an observation here that I would love to kind of discuss, because what you said about curiosity, right? That is true. You said it, and my brief experience with you, I see it, right? It's you are curious, and it comes through you. But the ego isn't curious. The ego thinks it knows it all. So when one who is comfortable with what they think they know meets
Can I be
someone
both?
who's curious,
I'm very curious.
No, wait a minute, Jack. Can I ask you a question? Can I be both?
Crazy Guru, we will review this stream and show you where you're wrong. We'll show you where you're wrong
is an
in
absolute that
very
often
strange.
dogmatic reasons do. Gnosis never looks in wrong. It looks whether something is
His
correct.
name is Carl.
please, your mic is soft too. So can you bring it a little closer or something? Just a little.
Is that myself? I do apologize. Sorry, JC. I was saying that your questions are the thing that everybody reveals, not the answers.
Ooh, that is beautiful too. Because that is true.
You're trying to school me, but bro, I can see who you
No,
are.
I'm not trying to
just
school
by how
you.
you're
I'm
coming
trying
at
to
me.
ask you if you want to be schooled or not.
Bro.
Hi, Alyssa.
Already said I'm not interested. I can see what kind of I can see who
Then
you are.
stop being
what type of
schooled
person you are.
and actually make some actual points, brother. I'm not here to offend
Yo,
you.
stop
I'm here
trying to control
here
me,
to
man.
compliment
You're a
you.
sociopath. I will destroy you in real life. You're
JJ,
not.
No, JC, I'm willing. Right, JC, tell me how I can do that, and I promise I will do it for you. If you just instruct me, I promise I'll do that, because right
Stop
now,
sweating me. Stop being a weirdo. Stop with these sociopathic tactics, man.
those are
Right?
your
I will do my best to do that, but I don't actually understand.
I
what
will
you said.
review this and show you where you're way off.
I appreciate that, and I'm willing for that, brother.
I'm not Jack Talcott, man.
I don't appreciate. I didn't say you were.
Yeah. No.
Happy Talcott Tuesday, everyone.
This
Hey, it's wonderful. I mean, I don't ever expect everybody in the party to agree with me. It's always wonderful to have a JC, because if you don't, then we're all just circle jerking, really, aren't we? If we're not being diddy about it.
Well,
Hi, Alyssa.
I think
I'm just going to put it out there. Without someone like JG, how are we ever going to get anywhere without someone pushing us to our limits?
JC is Jesus Christ.
Actually, I think you're giving him far too much credit.
That's
I really
probability.
do. Yeah.
You know what, Jack? If I
You
may,
know him
I
greater than
think
me, right?
I think these guys will turn into the best of buddies eventually. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually.
I'm hoping for that. JT, pay me on me.
Here's the thing. Part of my fascination has been about these powers and concepts of love, of truth, and God. And to me, I see those as all one, right? And if we apply that to the greater world, guys, all of the evidence shows us if we're living without love, we're not living right.
Yeah. I'm curious. Do you think we're all one at the
I'm
base
curious
level?
of what you guys mean by the word love.
I'm referring to, well,
I'm curious if you're an agent or if you're just a low IQ sociopath.
Well, people who don't want to deal with the question I ask often are curious of that. But if you're not that, then maybe the question I asked was relevant to you.
Yeah.
Double down, kook.
Hey, JG, you're
Better come back, Rockstar.
Oh, is that Robin?
Hello, Alyssa. What did you say to me? You were addressing me.
I said, better come back, Rockstar.
Wait a minute, Rockstar.
Oh,
Let's
no,
give you
it ain't
some.
Robin.
Let's give you some context, so everybody understands the truth. This is my wife, Alyssa. Let's not let her fool anybody. She is my wife, so obviously she has some bias to me. I won't fool you right now.
She doesn't
I'm
like
actually
my
going to use the
camera?
Louvre for a moment, Jack. I'm just going to the Louvre, but I'll be back in a
I
bit. Maybe you
haven't
can ask
been mean.
Alyssa about me.
What's going on?
What?
I'm confused.
About what, Steven?
Well, she addressed me better comeback. It's JG that's been going after Crazy Guru, not me. I've been
Yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah.
He's showing his true colors.
Well, actually, that's what you're doing as well, JJ.
Oh yes, I'm showing my intelligence here.
Is that what you call it?
Got him again. I'm like God, Jack.
No, you're not. You've pushed
It's
God
a
out.
joke. It's a joke, man.
Well, you could be
Oh, I
like
pushed God out. I pushed God out. Here we
Yeah.
go. I'm getting you. I'm baiting you in here. This is what I do to people. I bait them left and right.
Are you?
I push God away. That's not the case. So please don't misrepresent me. I just don't believe in religious gods. I doubt religious gods because it's all made up.
So what? You're made up.
So what?
No, JG, seriously, I'm not, I mean, so what? You don't believe in religious gods. Congratulations. Okay. Irrelevant to what I'm trying to discuss with you.
Keep doubling down. No, I mean, Jack, I can see what you're doing, man. Just don't speak. Don't speak for me. Don't misrepresent me.
Mhm.
All right. You constantly complain about that. People are misrepresenting me. They're giving me accusations. All right. Don't play that stuff with me, man.
Do you guys have a history?
All right.
What's going on? What's
that low IQ sociopath stuff you be doing? Don't play with me, man.
What are you doing here? I don't think you're
doing
really
an operation. This is an operation.
No, JG, you're disassociated from the reality that we are sharing and broadcasting here and now. Okay, you're
No.
from
Jack.
facts. I'm
Jack,
tired of your
don't be a faggot, Jack. Don't be a gaslighter pussy.
You can return when you can find respect again, dude. You've been treated very respectfully, not just by me, but by others too. And
Amen.
yeah.
I was respectful to him today.
I didn't think anything he said was unrespectful personally, but I'm listening to you all.
You are a...
I tried not to laugh when he called you a kook.
I don't understand why that's a problem. He was telling me his truth. If you guys are offended by the truth, I get that, but I was enjoying it. I'm not happy with the removal of him, although I understand it. I'm just saying that when someone's telling the truth, we should listen.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Carl, I've been removed from this show about 2 million times, so
I can understand that.
I'm not offended at all. I'm not offended. Come on.
All right, brother. I'm removed from the final stuff all the time. I get you, bro.
I don't mind.
I know. I understand. I completely understand. I really do. I'm just saying that everybody's entitled to opinion, and the more different, the more apart our opinions are, surely the more we should get it. But I don't blame Jack. He should do what he's doing. Tension needs a little breather, doesn't it? Otherwise, it snaps. Is that not true, Jack?
Well, what I find he's doing, it's juvenile and unproductive. It's unsupportive. It's a distraction from really a lot of what I'm trying to do, because I'm trying to promote better living.
But what are you trying to promote it for? People like him or people like you?
Well, I'm trying to reach the people who want to know, right?
I'm trying to reach the people who don't know how to know. You're trying to do the easy thing. I'm trying to do the hard thing. Maybe you should change, Jack. I'm just going to put that out to you, because maybe people need to look at Jack Talcott and say, is it true that love is just reaching people who is easy for you, or reaching people that are hard for you, like this individual?
All right. Fair enough.
Good point.
And actually, yes, it is. And when you challenge me, I reflect, and I go to those who are challenging to love. That's why Snafu and JG and many others are so comfortable here.
I'm easy to love. I'm lovable.
No, you're not.
Jack, wait a second, Jack.
Not for me.
Hold on, Jack. I want to thank you for the email you sent me. I just received it today. You did send me an email being helpful about a sleep aid.
Tell us
And that
more.
was a nice gesture, and I'm acknowledging it.
No, tell us more.
publicly.
I want to know more. I'm like really intrigued by this. What? Tell us more. A little bit more. Come on, Jack. Come on, Rockstar. There's a little bit more.
I think he loves me. I think eventually Jack will. I think eventually Jack
Are
will-
you saying that Jack Talcott doesn't love all people? Is that what you're saying?
think
Rockstar?
I'm
It
one of
only
his
loves
favorites.
you.
I think I'm one of his favorites. I read that
Okay,
email that
okay, I'm
Jack
gonna-
deep down likes me. He doesn't hate me. He likes me.
No, I don't hate you. I don't hate you. And you know what, Stephen? I may describe you worse than I actually feel about you, but you have irritated the hell out of me quite a bit. You're frustrating and annoying sometimes.
My dad used to say about me, Rockstar, as well.
Right? So I guess it's love. I guess it is.
I'm not trying to be annoying. I'm trying to be loving on here.
He's fucking lying. He's trying to be both annoying and this. Just stop trying to pretend you're one.
I am not trying to steal Alyssa away from you. I swear to you. I'm trying to be.
I got no
loving.
problem if you're gonna try, brother. I'm all up for that challenge.
All right.
Here, you know what?
Yeah, go on. Change the subject.
I'm gonna flow a little bit. And Guru, you've got another opportunity here to maybe help us both reach others. Snafu.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
So, give me 1 second.
All right. When he's ready, I'm sure he'll.
I tried to bring Snafu up earlier, and I realized I don't have the keys on here.
Yeah, I got questions. So Jack claims a lot of shit that he lies about. He's going to backstage me, right? But let's talk about moderation. He claims he wants to meet Trump and Trump's going to listen to him. He claims all this. I've offered for him to work the phones, call the United Nations, set meetings up. What do you do with the guy who makes a lot of claims but won't get off their ass to do anything? And then even professionals have looked into who Jack is and his reputation, and they've canceled meetings and canceled shows with him because what you witness now, notice how Jack thought he was going to get you on his culted delusion thing. So he said, fuck Steven, fuck JG, fuck Snafu. And then he tried culting up to you. And I see that you're not going to allow this guy to cult you up. So I think maybe this guru could help the other guru to realize Jack is a lazy fucking idiot who doesn't want to help himself and won't do anything. And he's been offered multiple times, let alone I did a series called Jack Tells. And just like JG said, Jack, your family, your coworkers have all said you're the problem, but you claim to say that they're the problem. So what do you do with a guy who's in denial and delusional? And even when you're trying to help this delusional fuck do something, he won't do it. He expects it to just lay in his lap. What do you do there, Guru?
I tell the guy who's accusing him of that to fucking open his eyes and really look at reality for what it truly is and stop with making.
So you need to take a look at Jack. You'll find out exactly what this guy's about. So
but I don't need to hear it from you, though, do I?
Well, you don't need to know. You'll find out. Like I said, Jack,
Well,
have you
if that's
picked up
true,
the
why are
phones?
you
Have
telling
you
me?
called the United Nations, Jack, this week? Have you set any meetings
All
up?
I'm saying is I agree with you, and if it's true what you're saying, why are you telling
Oh,
me?
it is. Go to Jack Tells. Just
I
check my
tried
channel
calling
out.
you,
Jack
Ron.
Tells.
I'm
Ask
They
him
put me on
why.
hold.
Ask him why he wants to
do
be
you
a
feel
life
the need to
coach
tell me?
who failed at life. No. How are you a life? How do you want to be a life coach when your life is kind of a failure, Jack? And I'm being loving right now. I'm being a loving friend, unlike these others who cooked him. They'll lie to him. They'll rub his bosom with glue and fucking love and confetti. I keep it real with the guy because I care about him. He's delusional and needs to get out of his delusions.
You need to pause. Please take a breath. Okay. I've been patient. We have been
Right.
patient.
The only reason you haven't backstage me is because this guru guy is up here. Normally we'd be gone.
No, Snafu, why do you feel this way? What is the main reason you feel
Interview
this
because
way?
Jack told us from the beginning. He's like, connect us to my family, connect me to my family. So I went and did that. I got a hold of the family, and then I
Slow down.
learned all the crazy
Slow
lies
down.
and things that he's been involved in
Slow down.
and done.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is, what has been the main thing for you that has pushed yourself over the fact that it's a lie, not a truth? What is for you, not for everybody else, for you? Snap.
The
What
fact
is
that
been for
he
you?
won't do what for 5 years now. Let's go pull up. Go to his channel right now, Jack. Let's pull up
No.
maybe
I don't
3
need
years
that.
ago. No, I'm giving you the example, you guru fuck. Listen,
Yeah, but
you
you give
guru
me an
fuck.
example. You're telling me that I have to go
listen, you
research it. I'm
guru fuck.
asking, Snap.
If you
Snap,
listen to the
if you
optics,
can't
you're gonna
tell
find what
me
I'm
to
telling
do,
you.
why should I
Go
listen
pull
to
a video from 3 years ago. Get the transcripts. Pull the
Why?
video up
Why
from
can't you
today
tell me?
and
Why,
listen
if
to the
it's true, why can't Snap tell me? If it's
same
true,
narrative.
Snap, if it's true, why can't you tell me here and now? If it's
Yeah,
what's true, and
yeah.
I
I'm
don't
telling
need
you,
to
you're
know
not
it.
listening. You're trying to do a
No.
Paul and
You don't
slave.
tell me truth, Fred. Snaps.
Why
If
don't
you
we
want to
add
tell the
Paul?
truth,
Steve,
you're a faker. Snaps.
Steven, do you
I
think
don't
Paul
listen
should
to
be added
people
to
who
the
want to tell
guru
the truth.
here?
It's not yours to
3
tell.
gurus and
Yeah,
a
Paul should
Don't
be
own
here.
truth to tell. Snap.
Paul
It's
should
not
be
yours
here.
to own.
Paul,
must
he's the other
you must
guru
present the
fucktard.
truth for me to accept, not for me to tell. Snaps. Truth is not for anybody to tell. And if you think it's yours to tell, I'm sorry, Jack. I'm just going to be a little derogatory. You're a fucking fool. Because truth is not to tell; it's something to claim. And if you claim it, I'll listen to you. But as so long as you're telling me, I'm going to think you're the fool, not Jack. I'll listen to you, brother. But unless you're willing to tell us why we should listen to you, why should we? You're just a narcissist demanding that we listen to you without explanation. And I said to you multiple times, tell me in which way you think this is true of Jack, and I'll make that assessment myself. I'm not going to let you tell me, because truth is not told. It's exclaimed, and for everybody to have the free will to decide upon themselves. And that is what it means to love. I'm just saying, brother, I don't disregard what you're saying. The way in which you're saying it is not lawful. And until you learn to do that, I'm not going to disregard you. I'm going to say I don't know how to accept you, because you're not revealing yourself as truthful. You're saying my will is to be done like God, and not that my will is to be done because I'm truthful like God. And I don't know how to accept that, brother. I'm sorry if anybody else feels different to that, but that's just the way I feel about things. I can't accept a man telling me the truth rather than exclaim it to me so I can think for it myself. Because God told me the relationship between me and him was unified. I didn't need any other fucking human, sorry about the language, to tell me. When someone tells me what my relationship with God, the truth is, I tell them a simple thing: exclaim it or shut your blasphemous mouth, because you are not God. You're just like me, a servant to and a child to. You exclaim it and I'll listen to you. If I've
Let's
said
all
something I'm
calm
told,
down, though.
I'll shut up. Sorry, guys.
Let's be peaceful. I have an interesting observation. Both the guru and Jack put their finger over their lips. There are similar mannerisms. I can
Yes.
see how you guys might relate in a certain way.
Yes, pain, brother. Rockstar is pain. Jack, sorry, the individual, I've forgotten his name and I do apologize for that.
Snafu?
Snafu, sorry. Snafu, I do apologize. I forgot your name. That's my feeling. Snafu, I feel your pain. I don't ignore it. Your pain sometimes cannot be accepted in civil discourse because it's too painful. It doesn't mean you're not worthy. It means you're not ready. And
We're
Jack
all in pain
not me.
in this round. Sorry, I thought you
all of us are accepted to be judged by our authority, and in this arena, the authority is Jack Talcott, because this is his room, and if he has to protect this arena for love by removing individuals who have stepped outside it because they're not willing to listen to others, then Jack has to be that. Surely he has to be that authority. It's not something he demands of us in the egotistical terms. It's something that he demands over the survival of this room, because if he doesn't, what's stopping this show from getting shut down or people from getting upset with the things he's saying? Sometimes hurt can make us say things, but we shouldn't judge it. So I don't judge Safu. I say that maybe he's not ready tonight. Maybe it's my presence. Maybe it was something completely different. I don't know. I don't speak for him. He'll tell you when he's ready. If I've spoken at him, I apologize, but that's just the way I see it. And he was speaking to me, no one else. So.
Guru. Thank you, Carl. Thank you. Your observations there were, I hope for others who tuned in, if you caught it, they were eye-opening for me too. That was a beautiful presentation or observation on truth. You don't tell truth. You make claims on truth with truth. And truth is a gift. It's to be wondered, right? Appreciated, shared, nurtured, grown.
Yes.
Shared,
Well,
especially.
Truth brings us closer to God.
What?
I think.
Yes. Who said that? Rocks are. Well done, brother. Yeah, I agree.
Thank you.
Well,
I'm glad
guys,
one guru appreciates me in my comments.
No, amen, brother. I mean, everybody has an amen now and again, whether it's accidental or not. I'm just, you were brilliant, brother. I'm just trying not to exaggerate. Here you go. Well done.
Hey, and you actually, this is why I'm on this path. I don't know how to accomplish it, but it shall be the truth that sets us free. As more of mankind falls in love with the truth, we're going to push beyond these limitations of authority and budgets. This is the future I see, the natural progression of intelligence. We're going to overcome this idiocy of wars and the insanity of legal secrecy.
I can agree so long as we don't see it as less than.
See what? As what?
So long as we don't see the idiocy and everything else that we are hoping to heal as lessonness, and we see it as just a corruption.
Beautiful. And in my mind, I want to see the idiocy behind mankind. I want us to be able to laugh about the stupidity of our past, just like I'm able to do for myself. Collectively,
Yes.
I really do think this is the story God's got in mind for us. Because recovery stories. Go ahead.
No,
It's
say
healthy
the
to
reason.
laugh at ourselves. Sorry, go ahead.
No, Roxanne, I'm interested in saying I was only going to clarify on what Jack was saying to say that the reason I agree to what he's saying is because so many of us interlink with each other with the same story. But you was going to say something, and I was really interested in what you was going to say because
I don't know if you have the same. Well, I don't know if you have the same story as me. It's healthy to laugh at ourselves. I've done some crazy, stupid shit in my past. I pissed on a midget one time in a bar and things like that. And I mean, there's all kinds of things that happen in life.
No,
It's
definitely. No, definitely. Guys, can you Snaps is back in the room? Can I change the subject, Chris? Because you know Snaps has got this image of the zebra.
I would like to talk to you, but Jack,
mini Snaps. What is the sacred nature of the zebra? Can anybody understand that? It's a really phenomenal thing if people don't know about it. It's a very spiritual aspect that all humans, I think, should understand. There's something unique about the zebra. Don't know if you understand it, but tell me, does anybody know anything special about the zebra?
The duality, black and white. It's encompassing the dark and the light.
Kind of like when we expose. Hey, I don't have any issues with Crazy Guru. I'm trying to tell you, Crazy Guru, this motherfucker makes shit up. He's fucking full of shit. And there's a reason his family has disowned him. And people even said he raped a woman. And he lies about that. So I know the optics. I've talked to his coworkers. I've talked to the family. I've talked to Jack. He is not being honest or authentic. Those are the optics.
Well, if I ask you, so what? Snaps.
Those
what if I said,
are
so
the
what?
optics.
Oh, Snaps. What if I said, so
what?
Snaps,
Then tell him to
so
fucking do something. When he says he's gonna
no,
fucking
why do I
save
need to
the
do
world
that?
and
Snaps,
stop
why do I
all
need
up?
to do that?
What
Snaps,
are you do? What are you bringing, Guru?
No,
What
no,
is your special power?
Why can't you
are you
ask
gonna
an
stop
honest
all wars?
question? Why are you going to keep
Or are you
continuing
gonna build wells
narcissistically
like Paul
impure
enslaved on
this
land
thing?
you don't
Ask me,
own? What
why
is your
should I do it?
special
And
power,
I'll
Guru?
impute it. Tell me why I should do it. I'm
Hey,
listening to
Stephen,
you.
we definitely need Paul enslaved here with these gurus. The two.
Paul could rap, maybe.
He's all right, man. He's right. He's got his point of view, and I don't know if he's serious or he's part of the character, part of it. And he's all right, man.
I can't take him. I can't.
I
don't want to. Sorry. I can, but I don't want to. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Oh, I'm actually taken back, and often people are honest with that. I don't want to. I'm really impressed with the answer. Well done, Jack. I don't want to. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, all right, I can accept that. I'll move on. Sorry, big man. He doesn't want to. Oh my God, he's taking me off topic. What was we talking about before that? I literally
zebra.
Oh, the zebra. Yeah, thank you.
Zebra.
Thank
Yes,
you, Rockstar, you legend.
please.
Right, the zebra, right? And it was all his icon as well. Right, I want you guys to think about it. I learned this in the same way as everybody else, David Attenborough type shit. When they discovered that the zebra, what they were doing, they were tagging the zebra, and they were finding out they couldn't record the zebra because the ones they tagged kept getting killed. And then you realize a lion can't hunt a fucking forest, can it? Try thinking about it. A lion can't hunt a forest. So therefore, a zebra that leaves the packs is a dead zebra, isn't it? Keep thinking about it. Anybody want to steel man me on this and tell you? Think about it. A zebra and his pack is its own camouflage. A lion can't hunt a forest of stripes. But when they were tagging the zebras to register them with a little dart, the lion saw the dart on the zebra. So if you can imagine, right, as a poetical narrative, there's a zebra going, "Yo, Steve, what the fuck's that? It's on my ass, Steve." And Dave's going, "Oh, Steve, fucked everybody. The lions are all Steve. Steve, you need to run, bro." No, Dave, get it fucking off. And he's like, "Nah, I don't want anything to do with that." And all of a sudden, the lion's like, "Yo, I see a dot. Ah, there's a dot in that forest of stripes over there. Is everybody following?"
It's a dead giveaway.
And the scientists learned that's how they were fucking the zebras up, and they stopped tagging them.
It's a dead giveaway.
But
It's almost like it's almost like the tramp stamp on a chick. It's a dead giveaway. It shows that, yeah, that's what
It's not just there, but I'm following you. Go on.
It's a dead giveaway.
Okay. Other than rock stars, obviously, what do we call this when this is male? This is misogynist.
No, I love women. I don't hate women.
Rockstar, of course.
I love them too much. That's what it is. I love them too much.
But anyway, I think you got which is like zebras have this unique freaking bond. You cannot leave the pack.
Jeff, what do you think of zebras? Do you think it's a spiritual animal?
I look at the spiritual nature of the logos behind the animal and how humans can learn from it. That's why I see it spiritual, because spiritual often to me is referred to as the reality is not seen, much like objective reality and God, but is obviously necessary for us to understand the subjective reality. So any formula put in place that I can say, "Hey, Rockstar, try this," and you try it, and you go, "Oh, that worked for me." It's a spirituality, obviously, between kinfolship, what Jack would often refer to as good, as in the 00 God, that which is more aligned with truth rather than truth, because it's a paradox we can never actually understand or know. That's why we call it God. Anyway, sorry, Roxanne, would that answer your question at all? I can't even remember what you asked me now. This coffee's getting to me, I think.
Well, we were talking about zebras, and somehow it went to God. I wonder if Jack feels the zebra is a spiritual animal.
My opinion on it is kind of irrelevant to anything, don't you think?
No, I think you should ask the question, what do you mean by spiritual?
Fair.
Then ask it.
Well, I guess what I mean, well, what do I mean? What do I mean by spiritual?
Yeah,
I think it's a symbol. It's a symbol. I think it's put here by God, zebras, to show us something, that it's 2 in 1. It's the black and white in one. So I think there is a meaning there, a spiritual meaning.
Anything else other than black and white is one? Do you see anything deeper? Or you just not looked hard enough? And that's
light and dark. No, light and dark. Light and dark together.
I like that for the deeper logos of black and white, actually.
Thank you. I don't think Jack's amused or interested, but I'm glad you enjoy it.
Well, I want to.
Who cares what Jack is, bro? Anybody swears his show. What are you talking about? It's our show. I'm joking, Jack.
Thank you for the contribution. I do appreciate that. Kind of lost where we were.
Well, we're celebrating change and recognizing your temporary nature, Jack. So if we could get back on track, back to that, it would be great.
That would be great.
That is the show. I think we got sidetracked.
The temporary nature of life is something that we didn't really discuss a lot of.
I don't understand what that means. Do you mind explaining to me what that means?
Everything changes.
Time, yes.
Everything changes. And in the greater picture, I guess that's wise, your question. You know,
Jack, can I ask you, could this nothing change?
Nothing change. Does nothing exist?
Yes, nothing exists, surely. How does everything exist if nothing doesn't? Surely everything must exist within something, which is called nothing. Unless you've got a different definition of everything.
No, that is the thought.
So if nothing,
what?
So if nothing exists, to your question, that is, if nothing exists to your question, as I'm saying, if everything exists, surely nothing does exist, surely. And does nothing address your question?
I got lost. Sorry.
Ask your question again, and we'll follow again.
I forgot what the question was.
I got lost too on that one. I was trying, but I got lost.
I allowed myself.
All right. The question is: do you guys believe there's a nothing?
I believe in something, not nothing. I guess.
How do you believe in something but nothing? What are you comparing it to?
Well, there's something all around us, but Jack said
comparing something to.
Oh,
what am I?
Question.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Jack.
Sorry. The question was, can nothing change?
No, can nothing exist? I don't believe nothing changes.
Well,
because you said everything changes, and I said, is nothing part of everything or not?
Yeah.
If nothing is a part of everything, surely nothing changes. And therefore, your truthful thing is 99% of everything changes, but 1% doesn't.
From our collective, from the collective subjective, right? Because we've got an individual subjective and a collective subjective, and in that, everything changes.
What about nothing?
Well,
I'm agreeing that everything changes, but does nothing change?
I don't believe we experience no thing unless you're going.
What is zero then? And what is God?
Well, that would be yes. Okay. If that's where we're going, then yes, I suggest that no thing is unchanging.
Well, that's what I'm asking. I haven't changed the question. You've just changed your perception of my question. My question hasn't changed.
Correct. Yeah. So I guess my answer is nothing can change.
Then the statement that everything changes is not true, is it? Unless you say nothing is not part of everything.
Everything is not a part of nothing.
What do you mean by everything then?
The everything that is not nothing. And the everything that is not nothing is in a constant, the appearance of and experience of constant change, but the nothing is in the would have the absence of change.
I'm playing with you. Of course, I understand what we're doing. If I said everything and nothing are two components of all, would that make sense to you?
Yeah.
And therefore, everything and nothing to do with each other. They're just two components of all, two sides of the coin.
Okay.
Therefore, if everything is one side of the coin and nothing is the other side of the coin, then the rim is the coin, which is referred to God. So I was actually playing with you to see if you understood that all, nothing, and something are three different things. Not to test you, just to see if you were in line with me.
I'm curious though. You have me curious about the nothing. Are you talking about the never-ending story, the nothing?
Oh, I love you so much right now. Because you're bringing so much wonderful logos into it for the child's curiosity is amazing. And I would say that you are so on par with me right now. But yes and no to your question is the answer, I think. Because well done, Rockstar. GG for absolutely sticking that like fork in it. Yes, kinda. No, the answer to what your question is yes. But the answer, which Jack hopefully is looking at now, and you are, is that everything and nothing are not the all, are they?
I love that movie.
I do
You
as
know
well.
that
I go a bit.
I
I go a
ordered a
bit.
Falcor to be made for me. One of those
Oh,
stuffed
what?
animals. Yeah, Falcor. I have the Luck Dragon. I have
Oh,
one.
I love it. I
He's
love it.
realistic. He looks just like the
My
Falcor
wife
in the movie.
said. My wife said I showed her she'd always seen the second movie and thought it was the original movie. Then I showed her the original movie and she realized, oh no. So she watched the first one and the second one, and then I showed her the third one, and then she went, "What happened to fucking Falco?" That's all she said. I don't know if you know what she. You know what she said.
I've only seen the first one, but I've seen it many times.
Oh, bro, watch the first one, the second one, they're okay. But when you come to the third one, you are going to have a distaste in your heart for how much change they made to it to think, why? In Falcor? You know, there was so much to change, but why?
I love Falcor.
Yeah, well, you're not gonna like the third one then. If you're with traditional values of like, there's nothing incorrect about him. Why did you change it? I get that Animatrix changed. I'm not really with that, I'm happy for change. It's just, for sentimental value, they changed Falco in number 3, bro. Hey,
So let's
you know me, sorry.
bring us back, and how would you reconcile then? Well, maybe you wouldn't, but I'm hoping to find a way to reconcile. The nothing and everything are two parts of the all, right? And so
Maybe if I said it different, I said what is and what is not are two parts of the all. Does that help?
Sure. I was trying to tie it back to the temporary nature of our experience. Everything changes, everything passes. Thoughts, feelings, lives, things, relationships, careers, everything.
Moments.
Are you speaking about the finite within the infinite? Like what we create
Yeah,
has
it sounds like
gets
that.
destroyed, but yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Say.
No, that's
And
what I
that's
was
what-
hearing, Jack. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going
Please.
to say I was hearing the same as Rockstar. I had the same question that you referring to the finite within the infinite, which again, finite within infinite are still the Son and Father within the Holy Spirit. Yeah, the Holy Spirit is still eternal. We're not saying the finite and the infinite are real. We're saying they're the two extreme poles of what is eternal. Yeah, is that what everybody else is saying? Or
It's not what I was, but I can agree with all that. That makes sense. Where my mind initially was tying these things together, recognizing the temporary nature and celebrating change, particularly with my own celebration, right? Making a path to change. Prior to change, I felt pretty stuck and confined. And a lot of times when we face problems in life, that's what we'll see. We'll have a hard time imagining beyond. It'll feel like things are permanent. But
can feel like things permanent. Yeah, can. I accept it can feel like things permanent.
Thank you. Yes, it can. But that is the path I found for healing, admittedly, was embracing how how temporary I am in the greater scope of things. We're not here for a long time, at least not in the past.
What do you
Here
mean
we've
by
got
long time? It's highly subjective, isn't it? What do you mean by long time? I'm here forever. You might not be here a long time. That's because you decided it. What does long mean?
it's subjective, as is everything. Hey,
And
we've
yet
got
you said it, so you're the only one that can answer it.
we've got
What do
a
you mean?
couple.
What do you mean by long?
Well, we've got a couple of guests in the back.
Oh,
Um,
apologies.
And admittedly, though, we're already starting to run long. So I'm not sure how long.
How long have you
How
been
long
live? How
again?
long is long? How long is long was his
I'm
question.
still waiting for this
I
answer,
know.
but no one's explained to me what how long means.
Shut up, guys. Peace and
You guys,
Jack. Let's say hi to Jack.
yeah, hey,
Say hi to Jack. Hey, pay your freaking respects to the host.
hey.
Shut your mouth. Jack, Peace and Jack. How are you today, Jack? Peace and Jack. Jack, have you noticed that is that crazy or crazy? Is it G?
Whatever you want it to be.
Okay, sir. You look a little bit like what I imagined Gandalf would look like, sir. Have you ever been told that in life?
I'm trying to go for a more handsomer version of it, but yes.
Yeah, you're like Grazy the White. Grazy
Am I
the White.
achieving the handsome version or not?
Yeah. I mean, you're not, a 78-year-old gay guy. So yeah, let's go with it. Let's go with it. Let's go with it.
I could show
What
the
is this
missus the
idiot
show I'm not
talking
gay, but they-
Imperious, you're an idiot. You're playing a character.
Listen,
Sir. We're all playing characters. We're all.
yeah, I was gonna
Have
say
you
I
ever heard
agree
that?
with
Like,
you.
what is that old Shakespeare saying, Jack? Life is but a stage. You know what I mean? Life is but a stage, Jack. And human beings, we're the play. We're the characters.
Ooh, yeah.
I see living is the stage, not life.
This is
All
our time.
all the world's a stage, Jack.
This is our time to act. We get to determine how much we interact with the stage, with the theater. There's a lot of people who are trying to hide behind production and hide behind the curtains. But you know what? I feel that God's been doing something with me, and I'm ready for center stage. I really am in this game of life, not just for myself, but as much as I can gain.
Jack, you're a nobody. You're dysfunctional, man.
Whoa, that's hot. Look at this passive aggressive jerk up here, Jack. This guy sounds like somebody finger popped his asshole, Jack. I'm tired of this guy. It does, doesn't it?
He's got a lot of bitterness with
He does. Someone stuck up. That's what I think. Nobody. I mean, what other reason could it be for him to be this way, Jack?
Oh, you guys want to see me get fucked in the ass? That's pretty gay.
No,
I see what you're doing. You guys are fucking nobodies.
No, sir, I didn't say anything about fucking. I said you.
I think JG would kick your ass, Imperious.
Jack, why are they so aggressive? What is wrong with these people?
Why are you such a
Hey.
female little weasel every time you're on?
Jack, why are they attacking me personally, Jack? I don't understand. They can't
Oh,
attack
now he's a liberal.
Jack,
Now
when
he's
they
a
attack,
liberal.
they can't attack the ideas, they attack the person, Jack. You get what I mean?
I know.
Gandalf,
No,
can you
you
put a
don't know,
spell
Jack.
over him?
Jack,
Can you put a spell over these
I
two to make them
know.
straight?
I know.
Can you make them
Jack,
straight?
you're
somehow,
not
Jack?
intellectual, man. You front like
He
you're
sounds
intellectual.
like a gay liberal. I agree with JG.
I'm going to say JG wasn't far off, or he wasn't given in there. Imperious, what do you think JG is saying that's more BS for everybody to listen to so I can understand? Because I want to listen to you. You didn't have much time to speak. So what is it that JC is to you that's... I can see Jack, I'm trying to... Jack, shut up. I'm trying to stay in character. Go on, Imperious, tell us, what is it that JC is full of shit for?
Who, Jack Talcott or JC? JC is in Jesus Christ, or
No, as in, what was it? What's your man's name? JG, G in it.
oh,
G.
that guy. Oh, he's not my. I mean, that guy's a. I mean, I would consider that guy a ball gargler in so many words. But listen, all I'm saying, I just don't like people that are boisterous, loud, but they have nothing to show for it. Jack, it reminds me of another Shakespeare. I've been on a Shakespeare kick lately, Jack. Here's a good one for you. Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. That is these people, Jack. That's what these
Secrets and
people are.
lies. Those people are called secrets and lies. That's the idea of the
Yeah,
riddle.
they're nothing.
Well, they're not nothing, are they? Because you wouldn't be speaking about them if they were nothing. They're nothing to you.
Well, I mean, I'm the only one that really matters. Let's be real here. I mean, come on.
You are the only one that
That
matters.
big
when you
it
speak, yes.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And Jack too. Well, Jack, honestly, Jack is like, you know what Jack reminds me of? He reminds me of the Love Guru. Remember that movie with Austin Powers in there? Jack's like the Love Guru. He's just like the dude, man. Like Jack's kind of like he's our new
What do you
age.
remind yourself of?
I mean, I remind myself of the devil, but Jack, you remind me
What do
of
you think the devil is?
me.
Good question.
You said you remind yourself of the devil, but that didn't tell me anything.
Yeah,
So what do you
well,
mean the
I
devil?
guess my immediate impulses and my disdain and disgust for the human race would be kind of a starting point. But Jack,
So
Jack
you're disgust for you, then, you mean? Your disdain and disgust for you, because you
oh
are...
yeah, no, I
Sometimes
hate that
you
I'm in
make
this.
you-
Yeah, no, I hate that I'm in this meat suit. Like
So
I feel
what-
like I should be
What
an
do you think you
existential.
are that's opposite to the meat suit, then? Because you obviously see yourself as something separate to the meat suit. So what is that?
I mean, I consider myself more of like in tune with the harmonics of the universe. I consider the
What does
creation
that
of the
mean? I
universe
don't
like
know what that means.
okay. It means, sir. If you want me to get straight with you, sir, it means
Yes, that's what I
can-
mean by I'm a 9-year-old.
I see the future, sir. Literally, I
That
I
doesn't
see
answer
the.
my question, because the future is not real. It's something children believe in.
Well, I mean, time. Are you talking about a linear time? Are we
No,
analyzing
you're
time
talking about linear time.
linearly,
I'm
or
talking
how
about
are we?
logical time. I'm saying that time doesn't exist. It's something that we measure change with. But you can see time if you
Well,
want.
I mean, it exists. I mean, again,
It
abstracts.
exists? What do you mean by
abstracts
does it exist
We're just
outside
putting
of
a name.
reality? I mean, if we saw that millimeters are the distance we measure by, and time
It's
is
not
the
just
seconds
the
we measure
change. It's
by,
not just change.
what is it other than change? Then?
Time has an interconnected to space. Time, space, and matter. They all
What-
were coincided at one point in the beginning of the universe. So
What-
time
what does
affects
the element
space
of
and
space
matter.
affect to time. What
Time-
does space affect time?
Time, and it's called space time, right?
Yeah, but how does space
What-
space
Why
affect
is it
time?
called space time?
I understand why so, but I'm asking
Space
what
Can you
doesn't
explain to
exist.
me? The audience may not know why it's called. Why is it called?
Then
space
explain
time?
to us why it's called
No,
space
I'm
time.
asking you. You seem to be.
Oh,
the
why,
expert,
why
so I'm
I call it
asking you.
space time? Why I call
Yeah,
things
yeah.
space time is because the space between the interjections of time is what needs for change to happen. For example, if I stay still, which is almost impossible for me to do, but on a subjective basis, if I stayed still, again, objectively untrue, then no time passes. However, again, I appreciate that's untrue. But for example, the fact is untrue. My heart beats and everything else goes without me saying, because it's objectively true. It belongs
No,
to God.
I'll make it real simple. I'll
In a
make it real
subjective
simple for you.
illusion that makes me think that in millimeters, in the
Mhm.
sense of distance of linear, ontologically, time surpasses in
okay,
seconds. and things we
space
decide to
time.
measure. So time is just a measurement of change or flux.
No, it's not.
What do you think time is?
Space time is a four-dimensional mathematical model. It deals with the theory of relativity.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. Can you explain it in a
it's a-
different way, like a 9-year-old?
I just explained it a simple way, and you want me to
to a
explain it like you,
9-year-old.
an
Explain it to a
autism.
9-year-old. If you explain that
I
to a
just
9-year-old, you would fail.
I just did. Did you think what you just explained a
Mister,
9-year-old?
you're a school teacher. Would you explain to
Okay,
a
I
9-year-old
would say this. I'll say-
time is
okay,
space
okay,
theory, or would
Okay,
you
the
simplify it?
the universe is held together by what?
I don't know. You explain to me.
The mathematical theory of relativity, right?
Not
have
to me,
we
no,
have
but to
parad-
you, yes.
So wait, okay. So for
Universe
example,
to me is held together by truth, but go on.
no, the universe is held together by paradigms.
How can you explain that without truth?
I'll give you
Can
one
you
example.
explain that without truth?
I'll give you one example.
No, my
Truth
question
is
is,
relative.
can you explain it without truth? It's a
let
simple
him
question.
answer.
Can you explain
Truth
it
is
without
relative. Jack, I'm trying to be very
Right.
patient here.
I know, and I am too. Let's
Okay.
wrap this up.
Truth is relative to the observer.
No, it's not.
Okay.
That's subjective truth.
Yes,
It's
it
not
does.
relative.
Yes,
No,
it does.
Subjective truth is relevant to the observer. Objective truth is the ideal.
Objective truth. Okay, the only existence of objective truth is something imposed by a superior intellect outside of the space-time continuum.
Oh, but that's an alternate.
what I'm
That's an
trying
alternate
to explain.
definition that I don't have tuned to. But tell me more about that definition. I'd like to hear about it.
Yes. Okay. It's very simple. Okay, if there's a being that is outside space and time, correct? Space time.
I don't understand that, but what do you mean by being?
A will.
A will. Is the will outside space time that you've seen? Is that true?
Yes.
And you've
Because
seen it.
I haven't seen it. No, it's called.
How do you know it's
Appeal to
there
the-
then? Wait a
Sir,
minute.
it's,
I'm
I
just
will
asking
answer.
how you
Are
understand it's
you're
there if you haven't seen it.
severely autistic, aren't you? It's called
Yes, I
appeal to
am.
the. Okay, then how about you take the Depakote and hold on?
No, how about you just listen to an alternate
Yeah,
opinion?
well,
when
but
I
you
say-
don't let anybody
How
talk. But
about- Yeah, please, guys.
well, Jack, I've been very. It's not guys. It's him. I've been very. I'm
You're-
trying to answer.
You're both engaging. You're both interrupting each other. You're both having.
Jack, I
this
let him ramble. He
conversation.
rambled for about 10 minutes, and I just listened.
You've been.
No, I am doing what Jack is telling me I'm doing. I'm doing that.
I think we've had enough today. I think Jack has had enough today. That's the
Yeah.
answer I can
Jack,
say.
this guy needs. Jack, we need to give this guy a Depakote.
Let's wrap up. Thank you.
All right. Well,
Let's
Jack,
continue
I
with
would love to have a discussion one day on some high level intellectual thought. I'm always
Yeah.
open for that, Jack. Unfortunately, I have to wipe my ass with Gandalf over here, but
Well, no.
you know, I'm sorry. Look, I'm
Oh.
sorry. I'm sorry, Jack. Jack, I'm sorry, but you
No.
know, look, Jack, I love you. I love your beard, Jack. It's looking miraculous today. I see you cut it and trimmed it up. Looks good, Jack. I like the beard.
It does look good.
You know, unfortunately, in my line of work, is kind of not seen as that. I wish I could. You know, Jack, keep on. Gandalf, do me a favor. When you get to Isengard, make sure you take Moxie and throw her fat ass in jail there. All right.
I'll do that for you, brother.
All
I'll
right.
do
Thank you,
that.
sir. All right. Everyone, have a good day, gentlemen.
Much love, Imperious. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you bringing through.
I thought he was great. I don't know what you guys were talking about.
He's very energetic, and you guys were doing nothing wrong, but I wasn't.
No, I got you. I got what you were saying. I got it. I mean, I wasn't denying it. We were just messing about, and yeah, I got it.
You're good. Steven, I'm gonna keep Crazy Guru here for the last one.
Okay, you guys, you had me thinking of the finitude within the infinite, and I also wondered while you guys were speaking about if we could only measure, let's say, height in ounces instead of in feet and meters, if that makes sense. If we could measure it in ounces, it would be cool. But that's what I was thinking of while he was speaking.
Is it because
So-
the 12 is greater to divide than the 10?
Well, I think it was because he was just speaking some crazy talk.
I was
But anyway, I'm gonna let you go. Let's end it on a high note with a laugh. Thanks for having me on. Take care, everyone, and happy Talcott Tuesday. Bye for now.
Much love, Steven. Appreciate you swinging through. And Crazy Guru, Carl, appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, brother.
Any final thoughts or observations, ideas on the way out?
No, to be honest, I only wanted to come on tonight to say hello. I didn't want to do anything else. I think
Hey.
there's plenty of time. I just want to say hi to everybody and let them know that I'm willing to come in and talk to everybody and answer the BS that I tried to explain to be true. And I'm willing to have a little entertainment along the way. And I'm really up for those who are on the opposite end of me because, hey, Jack, you've got to admit, I mean, if your audience isn't the opposite end of you, who is it? Because the opposite end of you are the biggest audience, especially in today's world of.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the word separation for now because I think it's a universal word we can all accept, rather than any deeper sort of profound words I might want to say. Separation is a huge, obviously, it's a nuance word to use. We can all agree with it. It's not anything profound for me. I'm not some wise guy. We all see this separation is a huge friction in modern human reality, and there's many ways to go about it. Things you've said, others have said, I can definitely get on board with. But again, I've been spending 12 years, and I've been waiting for this moment to somehow come to the light. And there's individuals like you that brought yourself to the light in this period that I hope to impress, and hopefully you can bring the things I see as part of what you see. And already I've found ways to, like I've explained to you before, come on the show, to look at your views, steel man them, and try and bring them to the forefront of what I want to present, and know that it is there's a sort of communal unionship on what I want to do. I haven't come here to say this is or follow. I said, hey guys, I've done a lot of the work from a certain advantage point, and quite frankly, I'm failing at the moment. And the next advantage point I need is the grace and the communion of great fellowship like yourself and those within your arena. And I admit that I'm not the usual kin, but if everybody can spare me some some charity over the fallacies I spill in being paradoxical to the nature I'm trying to predict, because it's my nature, you can understand that I will still present all the objective truths towards individuals like Jack that will still be able to deliver it in the wonderful, caring, compassionate way that he does that I fail to do. But it's not a failure when you're able to create unionship and communion with others. So, and I haven't been able to do that yet. And yet, over the last 24 hours, me and Jack have managed to create some sort of kinship with each other, which I have faith with, even though it hasn't been presented. But hopefully, my continued relationship with Jack will present some sort of trust with everybody, and we can go beyond this. Anything else, Jack?
No. My brother, thank you so much for swinging through. I'm going to do some final words on my own. I'm going to drop you out. I truly appreciated it. And Crazy Guru, actually, you said something. You acknowledged me as an example that in a positive fashion. And I tell you what, I'm learning. And I thought actually we had some wonderful demonstrations, not necessarily by me, but some wonderful demonstrations of communication. I thought Crazy Guru did a great job, not only reminding me be more compassionate, be more understanding, but he demonstrated that for himself as well. Because some of our guests, while we are filled with love of them, some of them are very, very challenging to love. And Snafu, JG, you're welcome to stick around. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm not going to bring you back up. For the others today, again, for those who may be struggling, may have some challenges, there is hope. There is a path. There's many success stories. My path, I'm nothing special. I recognize that about myself. I have just lived the life that I've lived. And in this life, I've been blessed to make some horrible mistakes, right? Drinking for much of my time, and the mistakes I've made are mine. But through our mistakes, not just mine, but yours too, we become these testimonies of recovery, of overcoming, of growth, of education. Sometimes we are examples of what not to do. But if you can find inspiration from what I'm sharing, please do. It's literally the only reason I'm doing it. I really didn't want to do today, like I said, but I figured, you know what? Go online, talk about me, and if someone helps, it's worth it. I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you again, sincerely. Till next time, choose love, peace for everyone, walk with faith, and live without fear. Thank you again to all the guests and viewers. And God bless. Peace.